Welcome to Jatigede Dam. Jatigede Dam management is carried out by the Jatigede Dam Management Unit under Simanuk Sesengurung State River Basin Organization, a technical implementation unit under the Directorate General of Water Resources Ministry of Public Works Indonesia. This presentation will be explained with the following outline. 1. General information. 2. Jatigede Dam information. 3. Jatigede Dam Management Unit activities. 4. Emergency action plan. 5. Challenges in Jatigede Dam management. 6. Some illustrations of Jatigede Dam. 1. General information. Indonesia employs integrated water resources management principles and utilizes the River Basin Territory (RBT) conception for administering its water resources, taking into account its archipelagic nature. The country has 128 river basin territories, categorized into 5 types: international transboundary, provincial transboundary, national strategic, regency transboundary, and single regency/municipality RBTs. The national government oversees the first 3 categories, while provincial authorities manage the 4th, and regency/municipality governments handle the 5th. Simanuk Sesengurung, as highlighted on the map, is a provincial transboundary RBT spanning West Java and Central Java provinces, and falls under national government jurisdiction, with the Simanuk Sesengurung RBO serving as its implementation unit. This RBT encompasses 7,776 square kilometers, containing 25 river basins and extending across 7 regencies and 1 municipality. The 25 river basins in Simanuk Sesengurung RBT is illustrated in this schematic diagram. There are 2 major river basins, which are Simanuk River Basin and Sesengurung River Basin. Inside Simanuk Sesengurung RBT there are also 9 dams with total volume of 1.27 billion cubic meters, 10 irrigation schemes with total area of 127,414 hectares, 15 lakes, and 18 ponds. 3 major dams are indicated as Jatigede Dam, Sipanas, and Kunungan dams. The diagram depicts the Simanuk River network spanning across the regencies of Garut, Sumedang, Majalengka, and Indramayu. Several water resource structures are located in the upper reaches of the Simanuk River, including Kapong Barrage, Jatigede Dam, Kerdok Dam, and Jatigede Raw Water Intake 1. The middle section features proposed facilities, Jatigede Raw Water Intake 2. In the lower part of the river system, one can find Rentong Barrage and Banker Barrage, with the river ultimately emptying into the Java Sea. 2. Jatigede Dam information. In 1963, the Indonesian government initiated plans for the Jatigede multipurpose dam, conducting various preliminary studies. This process culminated in the development of detailed designs by consultants in 2004. The construction phase officially commenced on November 15, 2007, and continued until 2015. The Jatigede Reservoir's initial filling took place on August 31, 2015. Since 2020, it has been operational, ranking as Indonesia's second largest multipurpose dam, surpassed only by the Jatilur Dam. The chronology of Jatigede Dam studies commenced with a reconnaissance study in 1963. This was succeeded by a master plan study in 1967, and both pre-feasibility and feasibility studies in 1973. Detailed design work was conducted from 1975 to 1978, followed by a feasibility study review spanning 1981 to 1983. Another round of detailed design took place from 1985 to 1986. Subsequently, a consolidation study was carried out in 1991. An optimization plan for Jatigede Reservoir construction was developed in 2003. And finally, a review of the detailed design was completed in 2004. After the completion of the study, construction of the Jatigede Dam began. The contract was signed on April 30, 2007, and the construction was officially started on November 15, 2011. On 3 August 2007, the closure of the river was completed, and followed by the installation of Eternity Stone as a symbol of dam construction on October 12, 2011. On July 14, 2014, the dam was completed, and the initial ejection began on August 31, 2015 as a parallel to the provisional transfer. The last transfer took place on September 30, 2018, and the dam was completely impounded on April 13, 2020. And since then operations and maintenance activities have officially begun. In this figure, we can see the positions of the dam, spillway, irrigation outlet, diversion tunnel, power waterway, and grouting gallery, arranged in a clockwise manner. The diversion tunnel and irrigation outlet are located directly beneath the spillway. The grouting gallery features 2 access doors, one on each side of the dam. Here, we can see satellite imagery of the Jatigede reservoir reveals an inundated area of 3,952 hectares, along with a greenbelt area of 378.5 hectares and several islands within the reservoir. The construction of the Jatigede Dam has submerged 28 villages across 5 districts in Sumdang Regency, leading to the relocation of more than 10,000 households. Jatigede Dam is a multipurpose dam that provides several benefits, including irrigation for 87,840 hectares, flood control for 14,000 hectares, a raw water supply of 3,500 liters per second, and hydroelectric power generation of 110 megawatts. Additionally, it serves as a tourist area. The reservoir volume at an elevation of plus 260 meters is 980.75 million cubic meters, with a reservoir area of 3,942 hectares. Jatigede Dam is classified as a rock-filled dam featuring a watertight vertical core. Its dimensions include a height of 114 meters, a length of 1,715 meters, and a peak width of 12 meters. Let's dive into the benefits of Jatigede Dam. First, for Rentang irrigation area. The Rentang irrigation area has been developed since the Dutch colonial era, with its primary water source being the Simanuk River, which is now regulated by the Jatigede Dam. This irrigation area spans 3 regencies, Majalengka, Cirebon, and Indramayu, covering a total area of 87,840 hectares. It is the second largest irrigation area nationally, following the Jatilur irrigation area. Benefits of Jatigede Dam for flood control. In Garut Regency, a significant flash flood occurred in 2016, similar to the one in 2022, but it was much more severe. At the Sipasang water level station, located upstream of the Jatigede reservoir, the recorded discharge reached 1,161.82 cubic meters per second. Before the floodwater from Garut entered the reservoir, the water level of Jatigede was at plus 250.71 meter. Following the influx of floodwater, the reservoir's water level increased by 0.58 meter, which is equivalent to an additional volume of 19.6 million cubic meters. During this event, the Jatigede Dam released water at a discharge rate of 324.43 cubic meters per second for a duration of 10 hours. And 143.94 cubic meters per second for 24 hours. As a result, the dam mitigated the flooding impact downstream by 83.04%. The flood reserve capacity of the Jatigede Dam is 155.6 million cubic meters. Calculated from a water elevation of plus 258 meter to plus 262 meter. The damage caused by the flash floods in Garut Regency is illustrated in the accompanying photos. Benefits of Jatigede Dam for raw water supply. The construction of the Jatigede Raw Water Intake 1 with a capacity of 2,000 liters per second, was completed in 2021. While the construction of the Jatigede raw water intake 2, which has a capacity of 1,500 liters per second, is still underway. As the Design, Environmental Impact Assessment, EIA, and Land Acquisition and Resettlement Action Plan, LARAP, documents are being finalized. The Jatigede Reservoir's raw water supply is expected to benefit approximately 600,000 people, including those in Kertajati Airport and Kertajati Aero City. The left table provides an overview of the distribution plan for Jatigede raw water intake 1. While the right table outlines the distribution plan for Jatigede raw water intake 2. Benefits of Jatigede Dam for hydroelectrical power plant. The Jatigede hydroelectric power plant is a significant national strategic project, designed to generate a total of 110 megawatts, MW, by harnessing water from the Jatigede reservoir. The construction of the inlet power waterway was completed by the Ministry of Public Works and Housing, MPWH, in 2015. Meanwhile, PLN, a state-owned company, completed the construction of the Headrace Tunnel, Powerhouse, and Kerdak Dam in 2024. The Kerdak Dam plays a crucial role in regulating water flow to the downstream area, primarily for irrigation in the Rentang irrigation area. It is essential to manage and adjust water levels, especially when the irrigation discharge requirements fall below the generator's design discharge capacity. The discharge requirement for peak hours is set at 73 cubic meters per second. Benefits of Jatigede Dam for floating solar panel. PLN, State Electricity Company, has planned to construct a 100 megawatts floating solar panel system, covering an area of 211.77 hectares, which is 5.4% of the total reservoir area. The picture on the right side gives illustration for a built floating solar panel in Sirata Dam. Benefits of Jatigede Dam for tourism. Jatigede Reservoir also attracts tourism in the surrounding area. There are at least 7 locations that have developed into tourism spots, as illustrated in the figure, which are Tanjung Duriat, Damar Peak, Burakak Buranang Village, Tegal Jarong, Permata Peak, Al Kamil Mosque, and Kujang Sepasang Tower. 3. Jatigede Dam Management Unit Activities. In this segment, we will examine the activities of the Jatigede Dam Management Unit. These activities can be categorized into 4 main areas: operation, surveillance, maintenance, and safeguarding. The organizational structure of the Jatigede Dam Management Unit, as illustrated in the figure, consists of a total of 51 personnel, excluding the head of the Simanuk Sasangarung River Basin Organization, RBO, and the deputy head of operations and maintenance, who serve as the DMU supervisor and co-supervisor. The surveillance staff comprises the largest segment of the overall team, as many instruments require regular monitoring. This slide outlines the operational activities of the Jatigede Dam Management Unit, DMU. The primary function of the dam operation is to regulate the release of water from the reservoir through the gates and valves located in the spillway, irrigation outlets, and emergency release gates. The operations team is responsible for several key activities, including 1. Operating the reservoir gates under normal conditions. 2. Operating the reservoir gates during flood conditions. 3. Operating the reservoir gates in emergency situations. 4. Monitoring and inspecting infrastructure to assess its condition, maintenance needs, repair requirements, and associated costs. 5. Data input. 6. Preparing reports. 7. Documenting procedures and activities. These tasks are essential for ensuring effective management and safety in the dam's operations. On this slide you can see the control room and SCADA system. SCADA is used to operate several tools such as gantry crane gates, stop logs and others. Objects associated with the Jatigede Dam include the main dam and spillway, power waterway, gantry crane, irrigation outlet, trash rack, and stop log. We are continuing to dam surveillance activities. Instrument monitoring takes place daily, with instrumentation tools distributed across the downstream areas of both the left and right slopes, as well as within the dam itself, including the management office. This image shows the arrangement of instruments at Jatigede Dam. Vibrating wire piezometers are installed in the waterproof core zone and the dam's foundation, while open standpipe piezometers are positioned downstream of the dam. In total, Jatigede Dam is equipped with 702 instruments. The following data shows the instruments placed in the dam section. There are a total of 247 dam instruments have been installed to observe dam behavior, including piezometer, standpipe piezometer, and inclinometer. This table lists the 246 instruments on the spillway, which include a piezometer, a water level gauge, and an atmosphere pressure sensor. On the downhill slope of the dam, 213 instruments have been installed, including open standpipes, standpipe piezometers, and inclinometers. Beside the instrumentations in the dam area, there were also 7 instruments placed in the dam management office, including rain gauges, anemometer, and barometer. Maintenance activities in Jatigede Dam. One example of routine maintenance activities is the grass-cutting work on the Jatigede Dam site. The work aims, among others, to improve visibility, reduce fire risks, and maintain the dam's aesthetic condition. In addition to grass cutting, maintenance activities also focus on the hydromechanical and electrical equipment. This documentation shows the maintenance staff performing routine maintenance on the gantry crane trash rack located at the power waterway intake. The final core activity is the safeguarding of both the dam and the reservoir areas. One of the key safeguarding measures involves conducting regular security patrols both at the dam site and in the reservoir area. These patrols are essential to prevent any security breaches or disturbances, whether they originate from within the dam and reservoir areas or from external sources. 4. Emergency Action Plan. The emergency detection and response procedure is a key component of the dam emergency action plan. The purpose of emergency detection is to identify potential dam failures. This identification relies on both instrument readings and external factors, such as natural disasters or acts of sabotage. When indications of dam failure are present, such as seepage, landslides, structural failure, or overtopping, an emergency condition is declared. This triggers a series of emergency response procedures, which are categorized into 3 levels: precaution, caution, and alert. The dam management unit will implement the appropriate procedures based on the identified alert level. In the event of a dam break, the areas affected by flooding will include 5 regencies, 52 districts, and 444 villages. The left figure illustrates the simulation of flood depth resulting from the dam break, with red indicating depths between 5 to 10 meters. The upper right figure displays flood velocity, where red signifies speeds of 4 to 5 meters per second. while the lower right figure indicates the arrival time of the flood to the affected areas, with red representing an arrival time of less than 4 hours. 5. Challenges in Jatigede Dam Management. There are 4 points in terms of challenges in Jatigede management. Human resources require training for employees and the number of employees is small. SCADA system requires a license which has an impact on errors in sensors. For operation and maintenance only 80% of funds are allocated each year. Trash in reservoirs is also a problem. This slide highlights the trash problem in the reservoir area. The lower pictures show that at certain times, the amount of trash floating in the Jatigede reservoir can be significant. To address this issue, a series of proactive measures have been implemented, as illustrated in the upper photos. These efforts were carried out by the Dam Management Unit in collaboration with the heavy equipment team from Simanuk Sasangarung RBO and other stakeholders. The root of the waste problem has been identified as the increasing amount of waste originating from the upper reach urban areas, particularly during the rainy season. When floods occur in the Garut district, debris carried by the floodwaters enters the Jatigede reservoir area. To address this issue, a cleanup initiative called SMSKPAN, which stands for Anyone Who Throws Out Trash, We Choose Real Action, has been established, with a regular quarterly agenda. Launched in 2022, SMSKPAN has been implemented several times to date. 6. Some illustrations of Jatigede Dam. From a downstream view, we can see the Jatigede Dam where water flows out of the outlet. This photo shows the intake waterway powering the hydroelectric plant. This slide features a top-view photo of the spillway gates and irrigation outlet, showing water flowing from the 2 operational gates located on the outer right and outer left sides of the spillway. The last image is an aerial photograph of the spillway gates and irrigation outlet from an upstream perspective. The irrigation outlet primarily supplies water to the Rentong irrigation area.
Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Syukron laka.
Arigato. 谢谢. 감사합니다.
Gracias.